Welcome to another video of our beloved Chelsea. Here we take a look at the players on the periphery of the Chelsea first team who could be unleashed by Enzo Maresca in preseason and possibly beyond. But first, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and don't forget to like. Enzo Maresca could well spring a surprise when it comes to his Chelsea team for the 2024-25 season. Now getting to work with his players following the start of preseason training on Monday, the Italian will be making his assessments in regards to his playing squad going into the new term. Having a host of established players at his disposal already with the vast majority of his team back from their summer break, the numbers have been boosted by returning loan players and academy stars making the step up. So could any of those currently on the periphery of the Chelsea first team step up in 2024-25 and become key players for Maresca from August onwards? Andrey Santos. Andrey Santos is now back at Chelsea following loan spells with Nottingham Forest and Strasbourg last season. It is a big summer coming up for the Brazilian as he looks to feature more regularly after a mixed year out on loan. Signed from Vasco da Gama in January 2023, the 20-year-old has yet to make his senior Chelsea debut and he will be intent on putting that right over the coming months. The Blues have plenty of midfield options as things stand, but Santos could potentially come into Maresca's thinking if he enjoys a strong preseason. Angelo Gabriel. Fellow Brazilian Angelo Gabriel is also involved in Chelsea's preseason training after his time on loan with Strasbourg last term. Injury unfortunately brought an early end to his season, but he did make an impression for the French side with 4 assists in his 25 games in total. Just like Santos, Angelo faces plenty of competition when it comes to forcing his way into Maresca's plans as the 19-year-old has a number of players ahead of him on either wing. Maresca did demonstrate at Leicester that he is not afraid to give youth a chance, which in turn could potentially play into Angelo's hands if he takes his opportunity in the weeks ahead. Cheser Cassaday. Maresca knows all about Cheser Cassaday following their time together at Leicester last season. The Italian youngster did chip in with some crucial moments for the Foxes, but he was recalled by Chelsea in January. Given he knows exactly what Cassaday can offer, Maresca could well hand the 21-year-old regular minutes in preseason. However, whether he can feature regularly for Chelsea during the 2024-25 campaign is another matter altogether. Omari Kellyman. Chelsea have added to their squad this summer with the addition of highly rated youngster Omari Kellyman from Aston Villa. The versatile attacker has limited experience in first-team football after only making 6 senior appearances for Villa, with 2 of those coming in the Premier League. Kellyman certainly has something about him, though, and that could potentially see his senior appearances increase as the season progresses, providing of course that he catches Maresca's eye. Marc Guiu. Marc Guiu also joins Chelsea this summer with very little experience under his belt. The Spaniard has 1 more senior appearance to his name than Kellyman, with the striker going on to score 2 goals in 7 outings for Barcelona in 2022-23. Chelsea are short in the striker department as things stand, and all will be hoping that the Blues can sign a prolific goalscorer this summer. With the West London club back in Europe after qualifying for the Europa Conference League, regular opportunities in the squad may be there for Guiu across the course of the season. Keano Dyer. Keano Dyer made Mauricio Pochettino's Chelsea matchday squad in the Premier League on 4 occasions last season, but unfortunately his first team bout didn't come his way. That could potentially change this time around under Maresca, though. Dyer is currently involved in preseason training at Cobham, and a strong couple of weeks on the training pitch could potentially lead to opportunities on the club's preseason tour. Tariq George. Chelsea fans are desperate to see Tariq George in first-team action after making his name in the club's academy. The left winger contributed 14 goals and 10 assists for the club's youngsters in his playing time last campaign, and he even went on to make the bench in the Premier League 3 times. Josh Achampong. One player who has already made his senior bow for Chelsea is Josh Achampong. The defender was introduced for the final 5 minutes of the Blues' 2-0 win over Tottenham in May. The 18-year-old has been spotted in Chelsea training so far this summer, but whether he goes on to become a regular member of Maresca's squad in the weeks ahead remains to be seen. Chelsea have a number of centre-backs on the books as things stand, with Wesley Fofana adding to the numbers following his return from injury and Tosin Adarabioyo joining the club from Fulham.